Hello. We're
Hi.
here. We're live. Hi. And
Welcome back.
yeah.
The end.
Yeah.
Bye.
Hi. This is what we got. This is it.
All right, you guys are reaching us. I believe this is our third streaming of the Humblewood campaign. Welcome back. When last we left our heroes, they were on their way to the Mockden Caverns to try to rescue a wayward scientist named Kenna. And along the way through the swamp, they met with terrible, terrible dangers, and several of them barely escaped with their lives. And they still haven't even reached the caverns. Let's just see what our heroes decide to do next.
We'll be fine.
So you are all standing in a swamp. You are fairly close, you think, to the Mockden Caverns, according to the map that Magistrate gave you. But that was a heck of a fight, and the last of the ashes of the Mephit that you destroyed are away on the wind. You kind of look around at each other and acknowledge that was a close one. And what are you going to do now?
So I've got a hand on my knee, and I'm just kind of I huff for a moment, and then I stand up straight and I say, "Okay, so not that I feel like we're in trouble or anything, because I am here to lead us. But what if maybe we went back to town for a minute?"
As you're saying this, I'm going to be rooting around through my bag and just be like, I gotta have something in here, and start looking through. And I'll like get down on the ground and just like start stacking out all the little bottles that I have, because I've got a billion. And as I'm going through, I'll find one that has a note on it, and I don't recognize it. So I read that, and it says it's from Penny. It's Penny, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's from Penny, and it says, "Don't go getting yourself killed." And it has the like red color of a healing potion, so I'm going to trust that she tossed me a healing potion.
Here's hoping.
And I'm going to offer this up to Hux, because Hux is our frontliner.
I mean, I am fine. Maybe you should go to somebody who is not as strong and powerful as I am.
I'll just be holding it up and be like, okay.
You have to really hold it up, too.
Yeah. All right. Well, Ike, you want this?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So I'll toss Ike the healing potion so he can consume that.
All right, so I'll pop the cork out of that and take a swig of it. Let's take a deep swig, and is it in fact a healing potion?
It is. You can go ahead and give yourself, what is it, 2d4 plus 4?
I will take it. The d4, there you are.
Yeah, Penny must have slipped it into his bag at some point when she realized that you guys were going to go do something stupid.
Well, that'll pull me back up to max, so I am happy and healthy.
Sweet.
His feathers shine with luster. He looks great.
Oh, that's good shit.
But are you sure you're at 100%? Are you sure you want to keep pressing? Maybe we should rest. Maybe we should go back.
Yeah. I thought you were good.
I am good, but like, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great.
As I'm digging through, I have 4 more mystery potions that I don't know what they do. Do any of them look even remotely close to what a healing potion looks like?
Do you mean, are they the exact same color of red?
Are they reddish?
If you put on red tinted glasses, one of them might be.
Okay. I can't risk that, so I won't be consuming that. I'll say I'm willing to keep going if we at least take a few minutes to sit here and rest. If we take a rest, I can continue. And I think that this being a pressing time type of situation, I don't think going all the way back would be prudent.
Do you want to take a short rest in the middle of the dangerous swamp, or do you want to try to find a better place?
I was just about to ask if I could perhaps roll maybe a nature check and see if I can't find somewhere that's got like some small bit of comfort to it.
Sure, do that.
How about a 10?
With a 10, you think you guys could either climb the trees and hide within the low boughs. They're not particularly good-looking trees. They're swamp trees. You might be safe up there, provided no one fell. But it would at least offer you some cover and hideys. But you don't see anything particularly, like there's no Holiday Inn or a cave or anything.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be right here. Just how far into this swamp did we go? Was it a long walk?
You made pretty good time. I think you're probably about 70% there.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, we've cleared out this area. Why don't we just chill here for a few minutes?
Yeah, as long as we're not moving, I think we probably won't bump into too much more trouble, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Well, I'm ready to keep going, but if you all want to rest, then I understand.
I'm getting some mixed messages.
Didn't
from
you suggest this?
and, like, not gonna lie, I'm
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. I gotta roll out my bedroll, but it's very heavy and soaked with swamp water, so it just kind of just goes slurp, and I sit on it.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Aaron, roll a percentage die for me. 2 of them, please. You know what I mean?
Percentage.
Roll the 2d10
yes.
to make a
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
percentage.
93.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right.
Yeah. With that, nothing seems to notice you in the time that you guys sit and rest.
Ooh,
Sweet.
goody.
I will very subtly take some hit dice.
Yes.
Very suddenly.
I will also take some hit dice, but nature-y.
Snorting coke behind your back.
But yeah.
All right, come on, baby. All right, that's good enough, I guess.
That one.
I'm going to gain 6 hit points back.
2. That's not a lot.
Okay. The hour passes without incident. The swamp smells gross, but you seem to kind of get used to it. And if you like feeling rested and a little bit perkier, you can continue on toward the caverns.
Yeah, I definitely feel a lot better. Hux, you good?
Oh yeah, fit as a fiddle.
All right,
you can tell
great.
I'm a lot more spry than I was before. I'm just like, yeah, let's go. Idle stands.
All right. Well,
All
yeah,
right.
we might as well continue on and see if we can get this cleared.
Mm-hmm.
So once you're about 100 to 80 feet away, and you can see it as you approach, but you can't really see it until about that far. You can see now that there is an opening within the rocky caves, and all around the tall reeds and dead trees and stuff have been blocking your way. But finally, you kind of crest a bit of a blurpy hill. And you're like, oh, okay, that's got to be the opening. You can barely see the inside. It from this distance, you can just see that, yeah, it looks like it goes in for quite a distance. It's not just a hole. It's that there's a cavern. The outside of the cavern, you can see, are 2 jelly-looking they're slimes.
They are slimes.
These particular ones are kind of a blue tinge to them, sort of like a sky blue. It would look pretty if they weren't slimes. They're just naturally kind of like, bleh. And they're just kind of shloop, 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 and not in front of the entrance. They're not guarding it. They're just in the area. I would say they're probably about 60 feet from the entrance.
Roughly how many do we see?
There are 2 right now.
2. Okay.
So, does anybody know anything about slimes?
How about everyone rolls a nature check?
like
I
that
do know that I want to put them in my bottles. I do know that.
Bottled
Video games
slimes.
has taught me one thing.
Nat 20.
Oh.
But a minus 1 on nature, so 19.
Okay.
Uh,
You know what, though?
13.
Nat 20. It's not a
Yeah.
hit, but
I got a 10.
10. Okay.
You got that critical
Uh-huh.
nature. It's
What'd you get, Hux?
13.
13. Okay.
5.
5. And Sirius was a 20. Okay. Sirius, for some reason, you know a great deal about slimes. Maybe because you're from kind of around this area and you did a bunch of research on all sorts of different land types when trying to figure out what's going on with your wetlands becoming way too dry lands. You looked up marshes and such, and oh, okay, I might as well read about these. And oh, okay, this one has swamps. That's interesting. And then you went down like a Wikipedia rabbit hole and read about swamps all night. And in the morning you were late for work. But you know that slimes, they don't have any eyes, but they do have blind sight. They're very slow moving and they're incredibly stupid. If something gets within their range that they sense it, they will attack it. It doesn't matter what it is, unless it's another slime. And once they've picked a target, they don't use tactics. So they don't be like, I'm going for the mage. No, it's this one is in front of me and I saw it and I'm going to kill it. They come in many different types. Some that are aligned with different elements. And these look to be kind of a basic kind. You don't think they're the acid type, but you're not really sure what type they are.
Okay.
Most people suggest if you don't want to fight a slime, you can probably trick it, lead it in the wrong direction, and then loop around it, or just sneak by it.
Okay. I'll pass along all that information to the group, the stuff that I know. So I'm not sure what element they are. Okay. I will. I'll heavily imply that we should probably either distract them or sneak by. I'm okay with sneaking by. I'm not sure how y'all would do with it. I don't want to split the party because we are already in dire straits, so I don't think we should have one person distracting the others go in or something like that. So what do you guys think?
I got no problem sneaking.
Oh yeah, totally. I'm a stealth master.
I want to pick up a rock and just kind of throw it to lure them like to one side. Can I just throw a rock and see if they? I just want to see if they follow it. That's a 15 plus a 2 is a 17.
Okay. Were you aiming at one or just near one or far
near
from
one specifically? I want to see if I put a rock near it, are they going to congregate towards it?
Okay. So you throw a rock with pretty damn good accuracy, and it ting against the outside of the cavern, maybe about 5 feet to the side of one of the slimes, and it dum, 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 to the ground, sends up a little of like jungle swamp spore and nasty muck. And the slime kind of like gives an excited little jiggle, like a little jello, and then kind of lorps that way, and you see it kind of lorp the rock into it and kind of like the rock inside of it for a little bit, and then after about a minute it goes and spits it back out.
Oh, he didn't like it.
No. You should throw a squirrel.
Do we
So
have a
seeing
squirrel?
I end up doing the slime dance a lot tonight, I think.
Seeing that happen, I'm going to reaffirm that I definitely do not want to interact with these things unless we absolutely have to, because that is spooky as hell.
Yeah. So let's, if we continue throwing rocks, you suppose they'll just continue moving along? You just kind of herd them away.
My concern is that if we herd them away and then come, like, say we go do whatever we got to do inside and then come back out, are they just going to come back to the door? And are they just going to be there waiting for us?
I mean, yeah, but they probably will, but that's sort of the same deal as with us sneaking in.
Yeah, at that point we could probably leg it out too. Hopefully.
Just
Okay.
run like hell.
Well, I say so. Cobra, do you think you can sneak in?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's try sneaking. We'll go one at a time, and if something goes wrong with anybody who goes through, we can stop and help. Do whatever we got to do.
Okay.
Because if we all go in at once, then it might just be bad. But if we go in one at a time, maybe that'll be better. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Seems sound.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. Whoever's going first then. How about a stealth roll?
All right, well, I think I probably got the best shot.
You or I, one of us.
So yeah, I'll go first. We'll see what happens. How's a nat 20 sound?
Ooh. Another one.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
27.
rest of
if
you-
it matters.
The rest of you's point of view, Ike just sort of is gone. There's
Stealth.
a
He didn't
slight-
wait for us to finish talking. He's just already in there. It's like
there's a
There's
slight
just a
ripple.
feather slowly floating to the ground.
Here and there in the marsh, you see like the water ripple every now and then, like there's a T-Rex coming. And then the slimes blurp, they're fine. And then after like a minute, you see Ike standing past them within the cavern, far enough away that they can't see him, but still where you can. And he's just like,
All right. Inspired by that amazing show of stealth. Show? No? Huh?
Yeah.
Whatever.
non-show.
That
Sure.
act. I'll follow and go next.
Okay.
That is a 25.
Jesus.
Pretty good.
He doesn't immediately vanish like Ike did, but it's pretty impressive for this little round guy. He seems to blend in. He really, like the colors of his quills just seem to naturally disappear into the colors of the swamp. And you kind of just slightly hear the first scuttle of his little paws, bonus paws. But then he's just, again, did he take a circuitous route? Where? Huh. Oh, he's there. Cool. All right. You made it. You and Ike are together again.
You next, big guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Just in awe. I'm like, where did my friends go? What happened? Yes, I am the master of stealth. I'm gonna do this.
Rainbow.
It's gonna be fine. It's a 7.
Okay.
Clank, 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 clank.
Super inspired. You're like, I can do this. Here I come, Mom.
Not supposed to swagger.
And you like take a first few tippy toes through the schlop, and you're like, shit's easy. So you kind of loosen up a bit, and you start just walking, and your powerful hooves into the water and mud of the swamp are just going splort, 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 splort. You're like, and maybe after a while you start like, after a couple steps, you're like, I'm so stealthy, but you're doing it out loud. And definitely one of the slimes kind of starts to like react and jiggle a little more, and when it starts to like curl a tendril out in your direction, and it's gonna start shimmying your way, my friend. It is locked on.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right. Yep. I would like to get away from that.
Okay, you gonna back up?
Yes.
Okay, it's following you.
Good. Okay.
It's
Are you,
locked on.
what kind of speed are you running, or are you backing up in haste, or are you?
it's a hasty backing up, but still trying to be very, very brave about this. I got my shield out. I'm like, yeah, yeah, this is what brave people do.
Okay. You get back to your starting point, and the slime seems to kind of pause and sends up a little goopy finger and kind of tests the air, and then it was and kind of slurps back towards its brother because now it doesn't know what to do.
Yes, it was nothing.
For reasons I can't explain, I hold my breath as it does this.
I'm breathing because you're breathing.
So as I'm seeing this happen, can I attempt to toss something in the slime's path? There's only one chasing after Hux, right?
The other one's still near the entrance, correct?
Okay. Can I attempt to throw something in his path?
Totally.
Okay. Yeah, so let me I'm taking the bottle of Pumpkinhead Ale.
Okay.
And I'm trying to toss it in its path.
Drunk slimes.
So we are going Dex check. So we've got a 21.
Okay. And this is at the one that was pursuing. So you, with a 21, it into the muck just in front of it. Perfect shot. It immediately takes the bottle into itself and shimmies a little bit. And glass doesn't really dissolve all that easily. So now it's a slime with a bottle in it.
The cork, maybe?
Gotta stop her at the top. Yeah, the cork can go.
Oh.
Damn it. Maybe it'll pop in a few turns. Who knows?
Yeah.
Once you shake it up a bit, maybe
Okay. I won't yell anything because I don't want to get the other one's attention, but I'll just be like,
Seems like it.
So you think?
Just looking over, seems like
you
it
in a
might be
cave?
working.
Yeah.
Try again, Hux, I guess, or what?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've got it this time. I don't know why the slime is so good at finding people, but maybe this time it won't be so lucky.
Maybe this time.
Just feeling it out.
Just
I'll be lucky.
Lucky 13.
You're quieter this time. You're much quieter. So kudos to you. You've learned your lesson. However, maybe there's something about the smell of you that it's caught on to. And as soon as okay, regardless, it again starts to make a bead in your direction.
Is it fast? Is it do I feel like I can outrun it? I'm gonna try to outrun it. I'm gonna run in the direction I'm going. I'm just gonna be like, bye.
Okay. Are you going off to the side? Because there is still the one more toward the entrance that you're going to have to contend with at some point.
I might just try to run past that one too. Just like one of those water running Jesus lizards. I'm just gonna be flailing around.
Gosh,
we tried.
There isn't really a track and field roll. Not really acrobatics.
Athletics.
Yeah, athletics. Okay.
All right. Come on, dice. Wow, it's a 10.
Oof.
Okay. You easily outmaneuver the first one, and as you pass it by, it kind of waves out its slimy arms.
No.
You easily make it past that one, and you kind of look over your shoulder like, fucker. Oh. And as you turn your head back around, the second one is right in front of you. And why don't you at least roll initiative?
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe all of us. I feel like we're going to contribute.
If you're jumping in, then yes. That was your choice. Okay.
I'm going to, because I need to do something to get inside at least.
True.
All right. We'll see. All right.
I have a 9.
I also have a 9. What's your dex?
+4.
Okay, you are before me.
I have a 17. Sorry.
What? Who went the 9?
Both myself and Ark.
Jesus, your voices, Sean and Aaron have the same voices.
Yeah.
Only have a 9. Where the
Same
17
voice,
come
same dad, same house. It's so weird.
from? Okay, so it's Cobry and then Sirius and then Hux.
Yep.
Sirius, Hux, Ike, blow him away.
A 16.
Okay, not so much.
It's okay.
And he got a. Actually, what is the? I didn't even write down the slimes dex because I
don't think they got
It's
much.
got to be a -5.
Hoping it's a
didn't think this would be a problem. A -3.
Oh, wow.
All right, so they got a 12. Cobry, you're first. As this one reaches out and starts to slap kind of blindly toward your friend, you have the chance because you're so very swift and so very strig.
I'll
It's an
throw a what's that spell called? Thornwhip. The one that I've been casting. The thing that I've done.
Okay.
Throwing it. 16 plus a lot.
That for sure hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Which tab do I have this in? I believe that was a D8. I gotta write that on my sheet instead of just looking it up every time. It's a 1.
That's what you. Okay, so 1 damage.
Yep. But it also has the pull effect as well, if that will work on the slimes. I would not be surprised if it just kind of like schlorped through instead of pulling.
A lot of schlorping tonight.
It's good.
Okay.
It's not going to be the
We're
last one.
sliming in the swamps.
Your thorn whip
Oh,
slams
76.
into one of these from the side, and you definitely see that one of the thorns embeds into it, and it kind of like, "Whoa." And you go to tug it back, and oddly enough, it doesn't move, and you can see that it sort of adhered itself to the ground that it's on, and neither does your whip give.
Oh. All right.
Can you make a strength check for me?
I can make a strength check.
I'm assuming you give this a decent tug when you tried to pull it back.
Yes. Strength is just at a 0. What an 18.
Sure. With an 18, there's an oddly wet ripping sound, and you do manage to tug the slime in your direction.
Okay. Good. At least away from Hux.
Yeah, it's not wrapped around it or anything. It's just kind of in it.
Oh man, I'm making a flail.
Now you have a slime on a string.
Flail.
Could possibly go wrong.
I like it.
I'm gonna write this down. Somebody needs to know about this. I'm innovating. We can market this.
People must know.
Oh, we'll need that later. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let me write down that he is on a string. The
Like
second
the worm on a
slime.
string, but
The second slime seems intrigued by these noises and is shuffling in the direction of combat, like it's been bored sitting in front of this cavern its whole life, and it's ready. It is so ready. Cobra, is there anything else you want to do? That was an action. You still have bonus and movement.
no bonus. I'll give a little ground if I'm too close, but I feel like I probably didn't start very close, so.
Right, your starting point is still decently far away.
Give me like 20
What's
feet
the range
away
on
from
your
it.
thorn whip, by the way?
30?
Okay, then you would have had to move up about halfway anyway.
Okay.
But this one was coming toward Huxley, who hadn't gone all the way. So I will say that you stepped forward about 15 feet from where you started, which means you're still 45 feet from the cavern. Are you pulling this thing entirely toward you or just kind of toward you?
I want to make sure that it has probably a good 15 feet between us.
Okay. So you yank it another 15 feet. It is now about halfway. It's 15 feet from you, and it's 30 feet from the cavern.
Perfect.
Got it. Next up is Sirius. No, Ike.
Ike.
Seriously, it's Ike.
Seriously, it's Ike.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we got one that's still near the entrance.
But
That is
headed toward the
approaching.
combat.
That is approaching Hux, and then we have the one
Yes.
a little bit further back from me that Kobri has whipped.
Not quite. The one that Cobra whipped was the one going for Hux.
Okay.
The one that's still near you is only just now going combat.
And is shuffling that way. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna like look at Sirius and just be like, kind of like silently asking, how much attention should we draw to ourselves? But then look back. How large are the slimes? Are they like our size?
Mhm.
Okay.
Maybe a little shorter than you, but to someone like Cobra and Sirius, they're like their size. So like maybe 3 feet tall and round.
All right. I think
Which, when I think about it in real world terms, that's nasty.
it's pretty big.
It's enormous.
It's still
Yeah.
like
It's like
still,
it's
still
like a
pretty-
goo beanbag.
Yeah.
That's like a Yogi Bo. It's a Yogi Bo crawling at you.
Okay,
Steve
these are now
Yogi
Yogi Bows.
Slimy Yogi Bows.
Slimy Bows.
Bo. Oh, they
Slimy
look
Bows.
super comfortable. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, you should
I'm just
definitely
gonna-
lay on one. You should just lay on one right now.
They really want you to. Just,
I think
So
that's
I
very-
will.
like,
I'll
relaxing.
silently answer Ike with like a slight shrug and then a hand motion of like, well, we gotta do something.
alright.
I'll let a question and answer be free actions in between turns, but if you continue this silent conversation any longer, it's going to take up your actions.
No, I'm just trying to decide what I want to do. But yeah, no, I'll pull out my bow.
Like we hold an entire conversation with our eyes.
Mm.
Some people have the gift. I don't, but some
By
people
the,
do.
by the time Hux arrives, we're kissing passionately.
But I'll pull out my bow, and
What happens in the caverns? Sure.
I'll go ahead and I'll shoot at the one that has been whipped.
Okay. Whipped. You shoot at the one that is currently stuck on a thorn whip. Go ahead and roll for that.
Ooh, that's pretty alright. Modified 20.
Yeah, that'll friggin' do it. You guys, they're slimes. Their AC is not that great.
Awesome. And do I get sneak attack on it because it's already been whipped and engaged and such? I'm in the dark.
Because it's your it's yeah, I'd say it's pretty preoccupied and it hadn't noticed you yet. So yes.
Yep.
You had been so quiet and invisible up until then.
That will be 10 damage.
Okay. Sweet.
Nice.
It looks kind of horrifying at this point. It's got like holes in it and it seems to be leaking.
Oh, I don't know about that. That'll be it for me.
Okay, serious.
Okay. So the one that is still near the cave, how far away from me is that roughly?
I would say maybe 10 feet and moving ever away.
Okay. I am going to step forward towards it a little bit. I don't want to get into any kind of opportunity attack range, but I want to take my bottle of cinnamon, and this time I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to sort of like try and spray it over it, like cinnamon challenge the thing.
Spicy slime.
Wow.
I don't know, maybe it has to sneeze or something. I don't know. Don't look at me like
You-
that, DM.
Maybe it'll just
Make an intelligence roll.
make it a.
Intelligence? I'm not good at that.
Maybe it'll be.
That's
like
why you're
salt.
throwing
They'll hate
cinnamon on the slime.
it.
Let's see. Oh, it went behind my computer.
Standing next to you, just
Well,
like
it's-
I shot it. Like that's
13.
Okay. What do you think this is going to do?
I'm hoping that it will affect its metabolism in some way. Like maybe it like doesn't feel right. It starts absorbing the cinnamon and like, oh man, this is itchy or something. I'm trying to cause it to have some issues.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure you were aware that it doesn't seem to have lungs or anything.
Oh
okay.
yeah. No, this is more of a texture, a feel thing.
Okay, so you spice up a slime. It smells amazing suddenly. It's less like a swamp and kind of like Christmas. Like, ooh, ooh. The slime tries to absorb cinnamon, but if you've ever tried to stir cinnamon into a liquid, it doesn't work. I don't know if it's hydrophobic or what, but it doesn't go easy.
That's why the cinnamon challenge is so bad.
Yeah, because you can't absorb it. It's just powder all the way. So it kind of stops and is like, if it had a brain, it would be like moving. There would be thing because it's like, what is this? And this is a thing that regularly takes in rocks and glass, and it's taken in inedible stuff before. This is strange because it seems like a food, but no move like food, no act like food, taste okay. It stops because it's utterly bewildered and is going to take its round thinking about cinnamon.
And then I'll back into the cave again and stand next to Ike and just give a thumbs up.
Would you like to have a second silent conversation?
No, I'll just also just like look a little confused about what just happened and also give a thumbs up.
All right.
Okay.
Like, all right.
Now in a much spicier swamp, it is Hux's turn.
Well, okay. I'm gonna keep running towards the cave.
Okay. Yeah, the one that was on you is now occupied, and the other one is thinking about cinnamon. So, why don't you make for me another athletics check?
Okay. Oh, there we go. 24.
Okay. The one that's preoccupied with a thorn whip notices, but it's interested in whip. It's trying to eat a magical thorny whip. So even though it had a beat on you, you managed to whip by it fast enough that by the time you're past, it's kind of like whip. And the second one, cinnamon for the round. So yeah. Do you want to go straight by that one, or do you want to kind of like go around it a little bit? Hi, baby.
I'll try to run around it.
Sure. That's a better idea. You do. You make it in the cavern. You're fine.
I did it. All right.
That brings us back around to the top. Cobry, you're up with Ike on deck.
So just had a thought. So everybody else made it to the cave okay, and I'm out here with a slime on a string and a slime on the cinnamon. Just had a thought. I'm gonna pop into my pack. I think did I hear a meow?
Sorry. The cat tried to jump on the books, but the books are only half on the desk, so everything flipped onto the cat, and the cat panicked and ran.
Oh, it seems like a wise decision.
She rolled low.
I have. What kind of pack do I have? Explorer's pack.
I'll tell you that much.
Oh, I should get one though. Seems fashionable. I'm gonna root around into my pack and grab some of the travel rations that I'm pretty sure are in there. But
okay, yeah, you have rations for sure. You even brought some nicer stuff while you were in the town.
Yeah. Yeah, just grabbing out, some food because in combat it seems like these creatures are very food focused. So I'm going to try and throw a ration at the one that I have close to me and then kind of run around it, hoping that it will be distracted by it.
Okay. You've done pretty well with throwing so far. Why don't you do it again?
Let's do it again. How about a 15 plus dex, probably 17?
Good enough. Your rations fly through the air before they even make it to the swamp. The slime wraps out a tendril and snatches it out of midair and goes except it doesn't have a mouth. And this time it looks much happier about it. Was
Perfect.
this cinnamon or thornwhip, by the way?
Thornwhip.
Thornwhip.
That was thornwhip.
Start with the
Okay.
one that's closer to me.
You got it. What's your movement speed?
I am speed of 30, and I'm going to go like a little bit around, so trying to keep at least like 10 feet.
Okay. So you can certainly get around thornwhip. And are you going to drop the spell or leave it behind?
Yeah, just drop the spell.
Okay. And the thorn vanishes completely with that, yeah? So the slime is like,
Yeah.
So
He's got
now
something else to work on.
you've gotten past that one. It's just the cinnamon one in the way.
Yeah. And I
Slime.
also want to
Slime.
avoid that one. So if I would be like getting too close to it, I would stop before that.
Okay. You stop before that.
Yep.
And that is all your movement. You used your action as well, so womp, womp, womp. Ike time.
Right. So the thorn whipped one that just got fed, what's it doing right now?
Eating.
It's just parked, eating, happy as an ooze.
Mhm.
Okay. And cinnamon is still just kind of holding still.
Yes, but you think maybe its existential crisis has ended.
Okay. All right. And Cobra and Hux are just kind of near the cinnamon one, but not engaged with it yet. Okay.
Hux has made it into the cavern. Hux is
okay.
at the entrance.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm just gonna hold action. I think I'm not gonna like try and antagonize the thing that my friend is trying to sneak around.
Sure.
So yeah, I'm just gonna hold action, and I'll shoot it if it does end up engaging Cobra, but otherwise I'll just kind of just sit and wait.
All right, let's find out if it does. Not with that roll.
Awesome.
Cinnamon Slime has no idea that Cobra is there. Going to assume that Sirius and Hux, do you want to do anything? Because at this point, unless Cobra gets its attention, you will come out of combat.
I would have readied an action of throwing a dart just in case. So yeah, I'm
Okay.
good to hold. Yep.
Sure.
Old volley.
Sweet. Hux, anything? Words of encouragement?
Yeah, you can do it.
You yell that?
Yeah.
Okay, it makes more towards you.
Oops. Okay. You can't do it. My friends can do it.
I'll throw the other ration to Cinnamon.
Okay. It's its name now. Cinnamon.
Cinnamon
With
the
the
slime.
Cinnamon the stripper slime.
Hey,
Oh. Whoa.
you gotta make your money any way you can.
Instead of throwing dollar bills, you're throwing jerky.
Oh, I feel
Cinnamon Slime
dirty.
is a single parent doing its
Sorted
best.
nuts.
What'd you get, my dear?
Oh, let's see. 14?
14? Okay. Your second set of rations land near enough to Cinnamon that as it's kind of oozing its way toward Hux, it also kind of reaches out and like, I'll take that, thank you. Delicious. And it stops moving in order to eat.
And I'll get into the cave while it's distracted, presumably.
Why don't you make a stealth roll?
I will make a stealth roll. I am okay at this. 8.
I get
Advantage for distraction? Or
For
it
you,
would have
sure.
disadvantage?
Yeah,
Alright.
go ahead.
11 goes to 13.
Good enough.
Sweet.
Okay. La-dee-dee-dee, la-dee-dee-dee. The inside of the caverns, now that you're all here, they are dark, damp, and dank. It is evident that the murky waters of the surrounding swamp have inundated the system of tunnels beneath. It's nasty. Water droops from the glistening ceilings and gathers in pools throughout the caverns. The subterranean area is filled with the harsh smell of wet and rot. tunnels descend gradually into the ground, curving back and forth as they go. These caverns are vast, a whole maze that stretches underground. They are also largely uncharted, and regretfully, the magistrate did not give you any kind of map for this. But here in the entranceway, as you squint forward, you can see immediately that there are... Yeah, it's a single tunnel that that just straight, kind of like the entrance to a mining area. It's still gross. So you guys just started walking. Yeah, do you want to comment at all or anything? You can walk for about half an hour before I have to say anything again. So feel free to discuss among yourselves the disgustingness and dankness of these memes.
Well, I've got some torches in my pack, so I'd like to pull out a torch and offer one to everybody if they all want one and light them up.
Good call.
I'm
It is
good.
dark.
Dark
I
vision.
can't see in the dark, so
I happily take a small hedgehog torch.
All right, so 3 torches.
All right.
Okay. Every now and then you see just a smear of iridescent slime on the wall beside you, but you giant snails or something, I don't know. After about half an hour down this long tunnel, you find that it kind of the natural carved rock kind of comes into what looks like an intentionally carved tunnel. Someone here has carved this out, and they've built a wooden frame to kind of keep it stable.
Supports.
Yes, but the supports are very old and kind of haphazardly done in the first place and absolutely rotting. And even as you stand there and look, they kind of go... Doesn't look like the rock is bound to fall. It just looks like the supports themselves were built so badly that even if they were needed, they're the thing that could fall at any moment and land on a person.
Well,
great.
You're pretty sure if you tried to go past any kind of loud motion or you don't even want to breathe on these things because they're going to come down whether you want them to or not.
So I have a cantrip called Mending, which allows me to repair things that are kind of small and simple. It says as long as the breaker tear is no longer than 1 foot in any dimension. Is there any particular weak spot on this that maybe I can just kind of touch up just a little bit?
Make an architectural roll. How about wisdom?
Wisdom. It's going to be an 8 plus 3 is 11.
Okay. You can spot some areas that you're pretty sure are definitely load-bearing areas that have nasty parts. But the thing is, it's not so much areas of breakage as it is systematic rot. You could sit here and cast Mending on every little area, but it would take you a long time.
Yeah. No, just a couple of spots then.
Okay.
Probably not worth the effort.
Sure. Groovy. So you strengthen up. That I will allow that to raise your... You know what? That'll drop the DC. So if you guys want to try to quietly move through this, you certainly can. That certainly made it a lot easier for you. Another option would have been to try to make them fall on purpose and then walk over them. But this works too.
Yeah, that's where Hux is what if we just make them fall before we try to go through?
They're gonna come down for sure, whether it's behind you, on you, or before you get there. But these things, their life is done.
I crack my knuckles and start to dig my hooves into the dirt, getting ready to charge one of the walls.
Just repaired them too.
Is that gonna draw more attention to us if we do that?
Yeah,
I'm sure there are weird noises in here all the time.
Do we know what the Mockden caverns typically are used for? Is this like a thing where like people come here often, or is this more of like a
It's where
wilderness?
The slimes live.
Yeah, at this point now, it's just slimes, and scientists like to come down here and study the slimes because slimes be weird. From the look of this, maybe once upon a time, people had started looking into this as a possible area to mine. But as they got deeper and found nothing but slimes, they were like, not really worth it. I'm good, thanks.
Should have just leaned into that slime mine, corner that market.
Candles.
It's like Starting Valley.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, I'm just gonna step back. If Hux is just gonna ram the support.
Yeah, if Hux is getting ready to go, I'm backing up.
Yep. Just let that happen.
I too am smart and will also back away.
All right.
How about a strength check, Hux?
I am so
Or you can roll it as an attack on the wall.
Oh. Actually, yeah, let's do it because I do have a charge attack.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do it as soon as I can find it. There it is. It's gore or charge. Okay, just charge. If I try to gore the wall, that'll probably end badly for me, and I want to keep my elders.
Inconvenient truth for sure.
So yes, that's 12 to hit. Can I hit the wall with 12?
You hit the wall.
I do it. Okay, all right.
It doesn't do enough to bring everything down.
Well, sure, not just a damage roll then. If I'm sure to hit the wall, is that?
Well, this is more built for a strength check, but
okay,
yeah, roll damage. That's good times. The wall's AC is who knows. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's one of those things where AC abstraction doesn't do.
Yeah,
it's 11. It's worse
here.
this time. It's fine.
Like it sure has armor being made of stone, but it's also easy to hit being a wall. So
yeah.
Sure you hit. What kind of damage do you do?
11. 11 wall damage.
That's amazing. So
I hear if you shout, "Oh yeah," you do more damage.
Oh yeah.
It's true.
It's cooling time.
Revel in this moment as you literally bring down the house on top of you.
Oh.
Everyone else is fine, but you literally ran into it to collapse it.
Correct.
So you have a chance to make a saving throw to leap nimbly out of the way since you are so nimble.
Okay.
To gazelle you. How about a dex save?
Oh man, these digital dice are doing me no good. I got a 6. Beep boop. So I try to like raise my shield, thinking that that's a great idea, and it clearly is not.
I tried to help you. It did not work. That's a 10.
Well, you know.
I know. It's all good. You're my sweet, sweet Hux.
I'm not a smart boy. It's fine.
That is 5 damage to you as a particularly large, disgusting chunk of wood falls, hits you right on the shoulder, drops you down to a knee.
All right.
Oof.
I give a thumbs up over to the group. We're good.
He'll never let you know. He'll never let you know if he's hurt. It's amazing. Okay. So now it's kind of difficult terrain, but it doesn't matter because nothing's going to attack you during this. So I'll just mention the fact that it's balls getting through this now because there's wood and splinters and rot everywhere. And smells even more like rot, and the air's kind of nasty because now there's mold everywhere, and you'll probably get sick later. But for now, you're fine. You continue on down this path. It's a kind of a boring tunnel after that, honestly. They didn't put up any further supports. It looks like they realized that they did a real shit job the first time and just thought, you know what? The cave's doing fine on its own. We don't need to help it.
That or they were just like, we did such a good job on that first one. Clearly that's going to manage the entire strain of this tunnel. Yep.
Absolutely. It's holding up the continent.
Mm-hmm.
This is Atlas.
This is the world tunnel.
Finally, the tunnel opens up to a more spacious cavern. You can see stalactites, which are the ones that come down, and stalagmites, the ones that go up, and I learned that. You can hear water dripping. It's very cavernous. It's like whenever you think of a cave, that's essentially what it is. It's about 30 feet high. It's about 60 feet across. Kind of circular sphere. Well, not like it's not spherical. It doesn't bowl down, but you know what I mean. I'm having a great day, guys. But inside, you do see that there are 4 slimes in here. 2 of the blue and 2 that are instead a kind of a shiny, glittery green color. And the glittery green ones are kind of laying in wait, like maybe they heard something and that alerted them that something is coming.
I don't know what.
What could they have heard? We were so quiet.
Do I, since I knew all that stuff about the slimes earlier, do I know what the green ones are?
You did roll a 20. Yeah, acid.
Acid, okay.
They're called caustic slimes.
Caustic. All right.
Caustic
So
slimes.
I'm gonna whisper and be like, "Don't touch the green ones. They're really bad. I mean, don't touch any of them, but the green ones are especially bad."
I'm good for you. Exfoliation.
Do we see now? We're here to get a researcher, right? Have we seen any trace of them?
Of her?
Yeah.
Her, yeah.
This open wide cavern you can see also has 3 tunnels that head out beyond. It has 3 exits that continue on.
So, I think we may need to attend to the matter at hand, then we can take a look.
To the slime at hand, if you will.
Yeah, it doesn't look like we'd be able to sneak by 4 slimes, right?
Yeah, the entrance to this, unfortunately, is not very big, and those 2 caustic slimes are right there.
I mean, are there a bunch of like gnarly stalactites in this area?
Are you looking up?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. You look up to see what kind of gnarly stalactites there are, and you see a 5th slime is on the ceiling, about 5 feet out into the cavern, waiting.
Oh, yeah, don't move any further. We got company up there too.
That is a gnarly stalactite indeed.
Yeah, the gnarliest
Squishy stalactite.
Yep.
That's a blue one, by the way.
Okay.
Well done. That could have been a drop. A drop bear.
Drop slime.
Drop slime.
Did you hear about drop bears too recently? I just learned about those today.
Really?
Oh no, I've known drop bears for ages.
Wow.
Oh my god.
I think one of my favorite.
Weird though, once you learn something, suddenly you hear about it more often.
Confirmation bias.
I think my
True.
favorite drop bear prevention is wearing just an Australian slouch hat with a bunch of corks hanging off of it. Apparently that does the trick.
Oh yeah. Oh, I hate cork. Ooh, that's tacky. I'm rubbing on him.
Okay, so we've got 2 slimes in the doorway that we're not going to be able to get by, and we've got one hanging up above.
One up
and
above,
then we got
waiting.
2 more chilling off in the distance.
Yeah, and the ones in the distance are the same color as the ones you fought outside.
Okay.
So I'm going to guess we probably can't get around these ones.
They would love for you to try that. Come and try.
I'm just trying to figure out what random bottle I'm going to throw at somebody now.
I got to mark off your cinnamon challenge bottle and your arm and your the pumpkin head is gone as well. Okay.
Yep.
Bad day for cinnamon, or good day for cinnamon.
Still got 3 more that I know about and 4 more mystery. So, can we
do the feeding thing again? I've still got a couple more things of rations.
We wouldn't be able to get by them because they're so tight. I wonder.
Yeah.
Are these the types of slimes that we can set on fire? Can we torch them? Can we just toss them a lit torch and see what happens?
Only one way to find out.
How flammable are the slimes?
Yeah, so I'm going to take my lit torch and I'm going to toss it at the green slime on the left. Hallway, left side.
I'm going to call that lefty. Okay. Why don't you make for me a dexterity check to throw your torch at a slime?
That is a 15.
Okay. Your torch hits the slime, and the slime doesn't immediately immolate, but it certainly seems to take fire damage. The second slime definitely, roll initiative.
That's fair.
Definitely rethinks its choices and goes the other way.
Ugh, all right.
They don't think so much.
They feel.
Oh, yeah. These digital dice are crap tonight. I got a 2.
Oh my god.
Fire damage. Okay. You got a 2. 2 total?
Yep.
Okay.
I have a 13.
I have a 19.
19. And Ike.
5.
5.
Yeah.
Ike he's taking a breather.
Yep. I'll just take it easy.
Nothing wrong with that. Cobry, you tiny thing, it is your turn. You were ready. You were jumping at the bit. Something about the fire really got you going. Wow, learning some things about yourself. Go ahead and attack. And next up from him would be the slimes. So go ahead and attack, my friend.
Okay. So while we're walking down the tunnel there, I had some really interesting thoughts.
Tell us, please.
The whole thing with the slimes outside reminded me of a fishing trip that I had with my buddy Haldir. Anyway, I was probably chatting about this just going down the tunnel. But anyway, so I used to be a fisherman, and in my fisherman background, I have a line and tackle. And I will have tied a ration around the line, and I'm just going to cast it out in front of the slimes. And
so you're slime fishing.
I'm slime fishing.
Which slime?
Closest.
Okay, so
right side?
Yes.
I would guess that would be righty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I don't want to get the slime. I just want to hit the ground and then just kind of troll in front of it.
Okay. From having done this with the slimes outside and seeing how far they reached for rocks and bottles and rations, you figure if you throw this anywhere, there's a sweet spot you want to get to that's somewhere between 5 and 15 feet of them. That's close enough for them to notice, but far enough that they don't immediately go, thanks. So that's a fairly specific DC, I think, but you've proven to be really good at throwing things, and casting is pretty much the same thing. So how about a dex check on you?
Yeah, let's do it. 7 goes to 9.
Missile weapon. 9 is not so great, unfortunately. You're too good at fishing. Your instincts take over, and you land that ration bobber way close to it. It immediately absorbs and eats not just your rations, but also the bobber or whatever the hell you have on the end.
The fishing line.
Yeah. And so you're left with a fishing pole with a line that just kind of ends in a...
Well, all right, I tried.
It was a really good idea. I just wish the dice had agreed.
Yeah.
Is that it for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Slime time. The one that's on fire continues to burn. It takes another 2 damage. But it also is now heading towards you guys, not just acidic, but on fire. And it's going to... This is fine.
It's fine.
It's not going to hit anyone. Instead, it's going to flail around, and it brightens up the cavern for a minute. You're like, oh, I can see better. Oh, it seems to be suffering, but it doesn't hit any of you, so really, who cares? Whereas Righty is going to take the round to continue digesting, and he's not going to do much of anything. The 2 blue ones, Sticky 1 and Sticky 2, are going to start meandering your way, so they will use this round to travel. Sirius, that brings us to you with Ike up next.
Okay. So Lefty is on fire, Righty's distracted. 2 more are coming at us.
Mhm.
Did the one on the ceiling move?
No, it's waiting. Ting.
It's waiting. Okay. It doesn't seem to notice us. Got it.
If you were a trap that were going to spring at a certain moment, you would probably wait for that moment, regardless of whether you saw your prey or not.
That's definitely not going to do anything there. So I guess, yeah, I'm going to pull out a quill. I'm just going to reach up above my head, pull out a quill, and throw it as a dart.
Okay. Who are you aiming for?
Lefty, the fire one.
He sure is. Go ahead.
That is a 14 to hit.
That for sure hits. Give me some damage.
Do. Come here, dice. Nope. Damn you, caltrops. That is 5 damage.
Nice. Starting to look a little rough. Like thinner somehow.
And then
Gross.
I'm going to slowly back up a little bit. Probably just how fast do they seem to be moving? Like especially the fire one.
Fire one seems motivated. And maybe thusly moving a bit faster than the others. The stickies are doing their best, but they stick to everything. It will take them the whole round to get here. And the other one really hasn't really moved much. So.
Well, I'm going to back up 10 feet so that way I'm not in the front line.
Okay.
I'll at least get behind Hux at the very least.
Okay. Still got splinters, but all right. Ike.
All right. Yeah, I will also shoot at Firey, the fiery one. Just a short bow at it. Just
Sure.
little thwip. And okay, yeah, that's a 17 on the die. So, and I doubt I get sneak attack on this one. In this case,
No.
sort of aware.
It's pretty aware. It's painfully aware.
Yeah. That'll still be 8.
Okay. That is its AC. You meet and beat.
I mean, that's the damage.
That's the damage. You would already hit it.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. 8
Yes.
damage is great. It looks awful. Just absolutely awful. It's going through a really hard divorce.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, like I feel that, and I'll just step behind Hux.
And that's got 2 hit points to do that. So it just continues to look real sad.
I didn't
Cool.
step behind Hux because I'm busy trying to fish. Possibly distracted.
Teach a man to fish. Speaking of Hux, there's a party growing behind you, but it's your turn.
All right, I have my friends behind me, and I'm like, yes, now is my time. And I will take my longsword and lash out at the closest slime.
Closest slime at this point is the one that's on fire.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to try to hold the longsword out and not be on fire as I do this.
Okay.
That is a nat 20.
Ooh.
I had to roll my physical dice to get that.
With your friends behind you, you are so bolstered. You are so confident. You were born for this. And your sword, even though you're holding it at arm's length, because that thing's nasty and on fire and who knows what it's going to do. It's made of acid. Your sword cleaves through it like a butter.
All right,
And
all right.
It pops sort of like not like a, but just sort of like, not a water balloon either, because those explode, but there's definitely a popping noise, but instead of, it's like, and its innards become its outards, and it just kind of spreads along the floor and then burn up, and that slime is no more.
Woo.
Did it.
Slime 2 sheds a slime tear.
All right, yeah, I stand up straight and look brave, and then hold out my shield in front of my friends. That's my turn.
You don't even need to try. You look brave anyway, because you are.
Thanks. Aw.
Nice.
Up to the top, Cobry. Don't you feel like that Huxley's so brave?
Yes. Totally agree. I am absolutely not distracted with losing my line. And
Cobry, gone fishing.
all right. How close? Nah, that's all right.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it. I'm just
Okay.
going to throw a thorn whip at the one that I tried to fish, I suppose.
Okay, at righty.
That's gonna miss. That's a 3 plus like 3. What's my bonus
Yeah,
on that?
6.
I wrote that down
6
somewhere.
weapons. Unless you have a +5, you know.
Oh, +5, plus proficiency, plus wisdom. Yeah.
You hit. Whoa. Hey,
All right.
hey.
I can hit on a 3. What the hell? That's sweet. 1 damage.
There's man. There's slime.
There's a 6.
6 damage?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to pull with this one. Just hitting him.
6 damage. Brings that in. Hold on 1 sec. Here comes a sneeze. Here it comes.
Boom.
What's happening? Bless you.
I'm back.
Adorable.
All right. Okay, cool. This slime, it's and it like it does seem to spit a bit of acid on the hit, but no one is close enough for that to matter. It does, however, right where you struck it in the middle, it splits, and now you have 2 smaller caustic slimes.
Ah.
So this is going to be righty and righty 2. But they look weaker, as though the slime had divided itself perfectly in half.
Imagine that. And then I'll step back if they're significantly close to me, which I think they are at this point. So just give me like 10 feet of space.
Sure, you can have that. Not a problem.
10 more. 10 more feet.
10 more? Okay, so you back up to, you're about 25 feet back.
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool. Now it is their turns. Now there are 2 caustic slimes. They're going to
Now there are 2 of them.
Again, I should say. But these are going to attack at Huxley because he's in front, kind of. Everyone else backed up. Sorry, babe.
I'm here to protect.
Oh, it's a nat 20. Okay. So that is a pseudopod attack. That's a 24. Does that hit?
Yes.
I'm so sorry. The acid damage is 6.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
I'm
rough.
looking real rough.
Understood. The second one also has no one to look at but you.
Mhm.
But that's a 14.
That does not hit.
Oh, thank God. I mean, oh no.
I'm staggering behind my shield, and it just kind of bounces
Yeah.
off of it. I'm like,
It
yeah, I'm so strong.
It feels up your shield for a minute, like, he's not flesh, don't care. Why rush him? Don't know. At this point,
Thank you, Russian slime.
The 2 sticky slimes have finished their journey. I'm so sorry. You're the only one in front. You guys.
I'm
Isn't this
here
a
to
thin little
protect.
cavern?
It is, but literally everyone either said I back up another 10 feet or I'm behind Huxley.
Yeah, but if it's a 10 foot wide, they can't get past each other unless they like.
That's true. Okay, I'll say only one of the sticky slimes.
Okay.
In fact, what it does instead is it starts kind of spidering up the wall to join the other one on the ceiling. Whereas,
Cool.
so sticky one is now ceiling cat. He's watching it. Sticky 2 only gets an 11. So sticky
Does
2
not hit.
misses. It does, however, leave a bit of residue on your shield that's super gross.
Blech.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, buffer it out.
Yeah, we'll hose that off.
Sirius is up with Ike on deck.
Okay.
There are 2 caustic slimes right in front. There's a sticky slime in front. There are now 2 sticky on the ceiling that are once you get inward.
Okay.
And your guys are all, unfortunately, you're all kind of in a bottleneck. So it's Hux in front. I'm going to say one other person could get alongside them, but otherwise you're stuck with Missile, which might be better anyway.
Go ahead, punch the slime.
Definitely don't want to punch it.
Punch that slime.
Why not?
Punch a sticky, see what happens.
It's just
Have a good time, a few drinks.
Okay. I would like to. I would like to take my flask of oil.
You're slippery, sure.
Nope, this is a different one. This is from my background. This is just like straight up oil.
Just straight. Ooh, you dirty hedgehog.
And I'm going to try and toss it in a way that the glass. I want to throw it up at the ceiling so it shatters on the ceiling and then sort of rains down on all of them.
Okay, make a straight dex check. To hit
That is a 19.
Perfectly fine. You didn't need much. You throw a bottle at the ceiling, it shatters, glass rains down, and so does oil. I'll say in about a 10-foot radius.
Okay. And then I'm going to continue to back up another like 20 feet, and I'm going to say, Hux, torch it, get out of there.
Okay, you say that. Ike, it's your turn.
okay. Just seeing that play out, I'm like, well, all right. I'll just kind of like lean around Hux and I'll shoot at whichever one of the smaller divided slimes. Try and thin that herd a little bit.
Sure, go ahead and roll for that.
Okay, so that's going to be a 16 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
That's 4 damage.
Nicely done. You hit R2 and D2, and it the arrow goes straight through it, and it looks like it struggles to heal the wound, but doesn't quite. It's looking rough.
Let's see. Is that one of the ones that hit Hux?
Well, no, that one missed.
Okay, but I mean, it's up right up in Hux's grill. Do I get sneak attack on that? Because it is engaged. One of my party members.
No, because you were like, hi there. You would have had advantage to hit because it was.
Well, let's see. If another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it, and that enemy isn't incapacitated, and you don't have disadvantage on the attack roll, I don't need advantage. So yeah, if it's engaged with one of my party members,
then yeah, go ahead and take sneak.
Yeah, I don't get advantage on it. That's different.
This edition is a lot nicer about giving the opportunity for you to get sneak, because that's kind of the rogue's whole thing.
So that's 2 more damage.
2 more damage. Oh my god, he's barely hanging on.
Oh.
You know how that feels. I mean, I'm strong and powerful.
So I'll lean back behind Hux and then take a few steps back.
Definitely behind Hux is the great place to be. Speaking of Hux, it's your turn.
All right. I look at the torch that I'm holding in my shield hand awkwardly out from the side of the shield, and I'm like, ha! And I chuck the torch at the slimes.
I'm not even going to make you roll for that because there's oil, and oil catches pretty fast. So the area that encompasses R1, R2, and 1 sticky is set ablaze with the slimes as well. And I'm going to roll damage for all of them. The slime that Ike just hit catches fire and just up to nothing.
Awesome.
Ooh. The other one looks pretty awful. Mr. Sticky hadn't taken any damage yet, but he does take quite a bit. Well done. Anything else you want to do? Throwing a torch, I would say... I'm willing to call that a bonus. It's just a torch. You had it in your hand already.
Okay. All right. So everything's on fire in front of me. Are there any that are still kind of moving around, like within like reachy sword length?
Well, yes, they are on fire.
They are on fire,
but
though.
One caustic and one sticky are within reach of you. I mean, within your sword reach, but not immediately within, like, you're not taking damage.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna very bravely try to back off if I can, if there aren't people right behind me.
You should, Sir Robin. You should.
Try to GTFO from this situation.
Okay. All right. They remain on fire. You can see that where the oil is on the ground, the oil, it burns up, and once it does, like that's it. Like I had a teacher light his desk on fire with alcohol once, and once the alcohol burns, that's it.
Yeah, it's a flash.
But every now and then, some more drips from the ceiling, and you see it like little. But it is our friend Cobri's turn. How about fishing with fire?
Not the first time I've done it.
Now you're fishing with fire.
So we have
2 in front of you on fire, 1 of each type. 2 remain on the ceiling.
Okay. Let us do a thorn whip on the green one.
Sure.
2 + 5 is not going to hit, though. I've learned that I hit on a 3 and then rolled a 2.
Alas. Your thorn whip hits, but what you thought was slime was just a ball of fire, and the fire goes, and fire takes damage and hurts and bleeds, and it's strange because fire shouldn't do that. Weird. Is that it, love?
I thought we were friends, Fire.
That's it for me.
Okay, cool. It's the slime's turn. They're all going to take damage for being on fire.
Awesome.
The remaining caustic one looks real bad. And that one down here looks... Okay, that one's taking hefty damage. Wow. Apparently the sticky slimes burn much worse. But fire slime, the remaining caustic slime, at this point, you backed up. I think Ike specifically said he was behind you, but you backed up. I think Cobri is probably the one.
I'm next. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's only a 13.
13 does not hit, I do believe.
Wonderful.
Yes, that's correct.
And Sticky rolled a 20. But I'm giving Sticky disadvantage because he's on fire. God damn it. And that's a 13. Okay, so both of them flail out. One of them hits his window. They actually kind of bat at each other for a minute. But they happily miss you.
I just imagine just immolated slimes just with pseudopods flailing on fire in the air. This actually probably looks really horrible.
I think it's straight out of The Thing. The ones on the ceiling don't give a shit. So that's the end of the slime time. And next is Sirius, Ike on deck.
All right. So there's the one that's clinging to the wall, and then the tiny caustic one that's left?
Sort of. The one that was on the wall joined the one on the ceiling. They're both about 5 feet inward, and they're just hanging out.
Oh, okay.
The one there's a green one on the floor that is so close to dead that if you breathed on it, it would probably die. And there is a blue one that's looking about half of what it used to be.
Okay. Yeah, I will pull out a quill and throw a dart at the one that looks super weak, the green one.
Kitty. Okay.
That will be a 10 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. You don't even need to roll damage. It has a hit point.
Okay.
It dies.
I will do one.
It kind of burps fire and just... And it's gone. Now there is only one aflame sticky in front of you, and then the 2 stickies on the ceiling that you know are there.
Okay. I'm going to step up next to Hux to give them a second target in case they decide to go for me.
Okay. Then it's Icicle.
All right. Yeah, I'll just I'll shoot at the remaining one that's on fire.
Mhm.
And see. Okay, that is. Hey, where did that go? There we go. That's 21 to hit, so that should do it. And so that is gonna be. And this one's not next to anybody, or did this one attack Cobry?
It tried.
It tried? Okay, so that is gonna be 8 damage.
You kill it. Oh my god, the arrow pierces through it, and then once again it tries to fill the hole the arrow left, but this time instead of filling it even a little, it just and like unmakes itself. Really.
No.
So those are dead, and as you watch, the fire continues to burn, but it's burning itself out because there isn't much oil left, and the slimes tend to just kind of disintegrate when they're dead. But you know there's still 2 suckers up there. But as you contemplate that, we're going to take a break.
All right.
All right.
So try to be back. Let's say we'll go back in 10 minutes. Should be enough time for drinks and pee-pees.
Cool.
Cool beans, everybody.
Love it.
Tickle, tickle, bye bye zone. All right.
Whoa.
Hi. We back.
Welcome back, everyone.
Us.
We just defeated some slimes, though there are 2 more on the ceiling waiting. Welcome back. Before we begin, I do want to remind everyone that this stream incorporates the Gemhammer and Sons decks of Wonder, Blunder, and Sunder. You can spend channel points to incur one at will, or I can make them trigger on a D20 roll of a 1 or a 20. I have my decks right here, ready to go. I had forgotten up until this moment, which is why none of them triggered during the slime attack. Also because slimes just don't, I guess.
Yeah, that's
That's a good rule
canonical.
of thumb. Slimes just don't.
Thanks.
Yes,
They just don't.
I agree.
But
Slimes have
bear in
no
mind,
thumbs and therefore cannot draw
there's
cards.
lots and lots of fun shit that can happen if you want to make that happen. Just one example. Let's say that you wanted a random spell effect to occur, which reminds me that Ike is supposed to be cursed.
Oh crap! That's right. I'm supposed to end.
yeah!
That's right. I'm supposed to end every sentence with plurple.
Truth, you haven't really spoken much. A lot of it's been nonverbal speech with Sirius, which is odd in its own way. But just an example, if someone were to cast a spell and you wanted a special spell effect, that character could have grown a pair of antlers that will fall off every winter and grow back every spring. Especially odd since Huxley already has some
Extra antlers.
extra antlers. He would have 2 sets, and frankly, I think that would look amazing. But just remember, folks, if you're out there, you have the power if you have the points. So we here we are in this large cavernous cavern. What now?
Before
Are we still initiative? Or
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Before we step into the cavern, I want to try and pull out a couple of my empty bottles and collect some of the ooze, if I can.
Unfortunately, it seems like it either burns up or evaporates as soon as the slime dies.
Okay, so they're just gone. Okay.
contaminated samples?
You could probably get a sample from a living one if you dared.
I don't dare.
All right. Yeah. 'Cause
Hmm.
So it looks like these 2 are just still hanging on the roof, ready to drop down if we were to step through.
They kind of look like trapdoor spiders in that sense, yes.
Mhm.
They're about 5 feet in, maybe more like 10 now. They're a little confused because of all the fire. But they're waiting. There is a very narrow corridor where you could try to cling the wall, go around, and if you wanted to make a group stealth roll, you might not incur their slimy wrath.
I would like to try a group stealth roll. I think that we can make that happen.
I think so.
Okay.
That sound good to everybody?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
We were doing so good last time.
Roll their stealth checks, and if you do not get a 14, let me know.
I got 7.
Okay. Well.
Okay, thank you
all
for
right.
letting me know.
I
An
got
8?
a 14.
Willow got a 14.
Okay.
Yeah, this is fine.
No. This may be good. That is another nat 20 on my stealth.
Okay. So, if at least half succeed, and you have, as 2 out of 4 of you did well, and one of them did very well, you managed to sneak by. One of them seems like maybe it might be dropping. It might be. No, it's just sneezing.
So I'll look at Huxley and just be like, all right, so Blurple, like, just flat against the wall. I'm just trying to give you some tips, Blurple.
Oh no.
Yeah. I'm trying to follow, but I'm probably very my gear is just clanking up against everything as it goes, and it's just, yeah.
As you're blurpling your way past Ike, during that fight, at one point there was a moment where a drop of oil came down and hit the fire of the slime in front of you, and it flared up, and you had to blink away because for a moment it flared real bright, and there was an after image left on your and you're still kind of blinking it away, as you come around and you're hugging the blurple wall of the cave, and you look toward these three tunnel exit options, there's a 1 and a 2 and a 3. They're like, yeah, that one's pretty narrow, and that one's less narrow, and ooh, that one's super ass narrow. As you look at the first tunnel, you realize that that's what you're seeing on your eyelids. That exact thing. That's weird.
Hmm.
It is weird. So let's see. So I mean, we're definitely not going down the skinny ass tunnel. No way. That's like slimes only. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I think that's
Employees
part.
only.
The slime lane on the turnpike.
So I'll.
So you're saying not the third tunnel, understood?
Yeah, not the third tunnel. Yeah, I'm feeling that, as weird as it is. I'm feeling that tunnel, the after image tunnel. It's kind
The
of like
first
as I'm just like blinking, I'm trying to like just like lay it over, superimpose it.
That's definitely it.
Yep.
Perfect match. Weird.
Yep. I'll just be like, I'm assuming I'm in the front. I'll just go right into it.
You go right for that tunnel. You reach that tunnel, and right at the entrance of it, you look down, and there's a single black feather, and it's still got like flickering embers in it from the fire. It's not your feather.
I'll look at the group. Like, anybody remember what sort of creature or what sort of person the scientist we were after, Blurple? Like, was it a bird folk or?
I don't remember them specifying, but if we're finding feathers, maybe.
Yeah, I'll pick that up.
The first sign of anything that we've seen. So
yeah.
Okay. You continue down this hall. It is it's about 5 foot wide, maybe a little more every now and then. It's the wall kind of woo. You have to go single file, but nothing seems to have. It's 15 foot tall too. You've got plenty of clearance. You make it down about 90 feet, and the tunnel ends. But at the very end of the tunnel, you can see it looks like someone had set up camp here, and maybe they left in a hurry. There's a bedroll. There's someone's bag. There's some broken glass. Interesting, but this place, it's the driest spot in this cavern you've seen so far, and it kind of feels like the safest place. There's no trace of slime. There's no residue on the walls, and someone was camping here.
I'm going in that bag.
Okay. You don't even have to do a perception.
We should just
it's a
wait
bag.
here and see if they come back, and maybe not go through their things.
The bag, as you go through, you find some stuff in there that it's pretty old. Odds are it's been in there for a while, left untouched. You'd say at least 6 months.
Oh.
There's some old rations.
So they'll be back anytime.
That might still be good.
Rations.
Some of the dried meats you could probably get by with. There's also a familiar looking red potion. And 15 silver.
All right. I will take. I'll like pass the rations back to Cobry, because I know that he was
more
probably
bait.
a little low on those. Unlike the rest of us.
Yeah.
With your fishing. Program froze. Why'd you freeze, program?
Program, why?
Pretty sure the stream can still hear us, but we are froze.
Frozen. Yeah, we sure are.
I'm not even on there.
No,
Yeah, the stream can't hear us.
oh no, Aaron destroyed the stream.
I think something weird happened there. So what I'm gonna do?
Mhm.
Gonna reboot the strip?
Well, let me try this. It's okay with doing the Power Casual logo. And nope, this scene is just froze. That's weird.
All right.
That's really weird.
Welcome to the podcast.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
you know
we are
what?
now
I bet.
entering the podcast phase.
I bet it's Zoom that's effed.
Powercast casual.
I did see
Zoom.
Zoom flicker a couple times. Really
Oh yeah,
hard.
because I've seen your mouse cursor on stream.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's see, like wave my mouse around where Cobra should be. But that's
No man's land.
no man's
No
land
bird's
there.
land.
I am a hand.
I have become a tiny hand.
Okay. Well.
You gotta relaunch Zoom. Looks like.
Yeah, I think we may have to relaunch Zoom. So we will be right back, and
BRB.
and yeah, we'll fix this in a moment. Okay, we're back, and we're not
We
frozen.
did it.
All right.
Yay.
So.
I believe it when I see it.
So yeah, I
Okay,
will.
I see it and I believe it.
So yeah, I'll pass the rations to Cobry. Let him replenish his salted meat supply. And I will take everything else.
Okay. I do in fact want you to make a perception check for me. Now that I thought about it.
Let's see. 16.
Cool. There's an inner pocket that you notice as you're folding up the bag to tuck away. You notice that part of it feels too firm. Hey, an inner pocket.
Nope. All right. What do we got in there?
What you pull out it's a twig. About this big. Oh, yeah. Just a twig. That's weird. This is an unbreakable twig. Nope.
Oh, it's just. Huh. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Neat.
I'll just like twirl that around the fingers for a sec. And we're like, okay, yeah, in the pouch. Figure out what
Y'all
that
can
is.
totally do a short rest here if you want.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say it's like, yeah, I don't think I didn't find anything saying that anybody's been here recently.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like scientist goods. It sounds
No.
like so.
No.
Not what we're looking for.
I don't have a need for any kind of rest, and I wouldn't gain any benefit from doing so. So I'm ready to push
Yeah, same.
forward.
I am having a bad day.
The joys of level 1 means
Yes.
only one hit
Yeah,
die.
I look like the person that has a fever but powered through it to come into the office despite better wisdom.
Everybody telling you not to.
Yes. It's like, no, I got this. I'm fine. And I'm like hallucinating. So like it's
All right. So yeah, with that, like looking at Hux, I'll just be like, okay. So I'll reach into the map.
Oh,
We
Map
now
is here.
We now have map.
Map has entered the fray.
Map has entered the
Yep.
fray.
Oh,
Map
Don't worry about that.
Map
Map
has
broke the stream.
changed the layout
map
a
has
little
invaded my square.
bit. So we'll do
Don't worry about that.
Cobra has to share
we'll
with
do
Map.
this one for a sec while I tweak that when it's not my turn. And
Frogs! Oh God!
Look at them frogs. And I'll reach into my bag and pull out the potion that I just found. Be like, all right, so Hux, I found this somewhere. Go ahead and make use of it, Purple.
Ah, yes. Yeah, that looks like a fine drink to enjoy. And yep, I'll just drink it.
2d4 plus 4.
All right. Big money, no, small money. Okay. Oh, actually, okay. All right, I'm feeling better now. What a roller coaster first level is.
Yes.
It really is.
Okay, yeah, I look fit as a fiddle again. I'm like, aha, yes, thank you. Your fine offer of drink has inspired me.
Excellent. Purple.
So good.
Yeah, I gotta do this for what, at least till our next long rest.
I think it said for a day.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, no time soon.
All right. Do you complete your short rest? You all feel so much better. What a great tunnel this was.
Better.
What a good idea it was following it.
Yeah.
Quality place to go.
Pretty sweet tunnel.
Such
Thank heavens
refuge.
for burning black feathers.
So,
Yeah,
I guess as we're resting, just kind of strategize about our next move. So, we were thinking that one of the tunnels seemed very small and probably like only slime.
The
That's my
slime lane?
assumption. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it looked about
for
4
you.
foot wide to 4 foot tall. It was a little one.
So let's avoid that one then if we can. So by process of elimination, should be one left, and hopefully we can
Especially
find.
since only half of you would fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that leaves tunnel 2, which is about 15 feet tall and 10 feet wide. And there do seem to be a few half-hearted wooden supports here, but these are in fine shape.
Good to know.
Okay.
Any signs of people being here?
No.
Perhaps a survival roll? No? Just nothing? Okay.
As you follow tunnel 2, though, you notice that it is curving. It meets up with tunnel 3, which has since widened, and now there's just one continuing tunnel. And about 5 minutes down that, it opens into a whole other area. And let's see if I can figure this shit out.
Okay.
Nap time. Take it easy.
Ta-da. All right. You guys come in. Let's see. We've got who's first in walking? Anybody?
Definitely not me. I'd be probably.
I'm probably in the front trying to I'm confident. I know how to do this.
There you are, buddy.
All right.
Oh, everything's kind of tilted. Yeah, everything's
That's all
turned by like 90 degrees. It's weird. Hux, and then we'll put our friend Ike, and then Round Cobry and Sirius. You guys all kind of pile up there. Sweet. So as you come in, it's a fairly large open area, not quite circular, but here it is. 60 feet wide, 60 feet long. You do see 2 sticky slimes, these guys here. There's a much larger slime that's just iridescent. It's all colors. It's really cool looking. He's like, hey guys, what's up? And over here you see a young Corvum female.
Oh.
She seems to be stuck to these rocks right here. She's, yeah. And as she's trying to yank herself free, she's also taking furious notes. And she looks up through her big round glasses at you all and goes, oh, hi. Help?
Hello.
Yes.
Agreed.
You guys
So-
want to do science?
I absolutely do. Yes.
Okay.
The matter at hand first. Let's make sure everybody's safe.
I like safe.
Are you good?
No.
Right.
Okay.
Aha, yes, the she is evil. Wait.
No.
Burn the witch.
I believe you need to come with us. What if I just my instinct is to try to dash across the room and like pull her off of whatever she's stuck to and then dash back across the room.
Okay. You perception check, please, for me before.
How bad an
Are you
idea
the
is
kind of
this?
person who would look, or are you the kind of person who would just friggin' do that?
I would just freaking do that. Like,
thought so.
there is no looking before leaping here. It's all
That's
leap.
what I thought. Okay. Okay. You do. And,
I'm a menace to society.
You know what? It's a surprise to everyone that you do that. So none of the slimes even have a chance to do anything about it. You do make it all the way to her, but by that point, I want everyone to roll initiative.
Yes.
Sure.
I'll give you the surprise round of what are you doing? Okay, that's pretty awful for the slimes.
I have an 11. Cobra has a 10.
11, Sirius, 10, Cobra. Ike?
Let's see. I got 8.
8. All right, nice. You fit right into the space I left. And Huxley?
9.
9. You do not fit into the space I left.
No.
Okay. Moving first is the very big slime. And at the moment, it is, like I said, kind of iridescent, cool looking. And it's going to start blorping its way toward all of you guys at the entrance. It's not quite blocking you, but it sure is there. It's not going to attack, though. That brings us to Sirius with Cobra on deck.
Okay. So
I need to make much bigger squares considering how big your is.
I'm going to see if I can. I want to try and move and get around behind it. Yeah, I'll just roll.
As a
my way
roll
over.
maneuver.
And I want to be a
Sonic
little bit more into the wall, so that way I'm not right next to the stickies.
That's fine, but that entranceway, it's blocking enough of it that I would say that you move within and then out of its space. So that would incur an attack of opportunity.
I just want to get like in its space and then slide around it. Would that still incur it?
Yes, if you're in its space.
But I'm not trying to leave its range. Okay. Yeah, I will take an attack of opportunity.
You're not trying to leave its range. That's a good point, but you're entering its range.
Entering is usually fine.
Yeah, I guess it just thinks you want to kiss or something.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna
up to the wall.
Get behind it, close to the wall, and I'm gonna give it a strike with my scythe sickle.
Okay. Scythe
blade
sickle. I love it.
Thing. So we are going to find our die, and we are going to roll a 12 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. So then I will be doing 5 damage to it.
Okay.
And then
noted.
Bonus action, I am going to try and bop it with my hand. I don't want to like punch it because I don't want to go into it. I just want to like slap it, essentially.
You want to slap the jello.
Slap the jello.
Okay.
And so we've got a 22 for hit on that one.
That absolutely hits.
And then need my drop. That'll be 8 damage.
Excellent job. As you're slapping it, you notice that it's still reacting to the slash of your sword scythe. And almost the moment that you slap it, It's already in the process of splitting itself in two.
Okay.
It has gone from a large creature to 2 medium-sized creatures. And it has also changed to a silvery color.
Silver.
Yeah, kind of clearish, but like right around the edges, you can see that like it's got like a chrome reflective kind of. That's weird. So now there are 2 of these buggers.
And I have done all of my actions, so I am good to go.
Okay. After you is Cobry. After that will be Huxley.
All right. I'm going to step to the entrance of the cave, basically just enough so that Ike can get by me if he wants to. And I would like to, in the interest of not having him to write it down on my sheet, just scatter the rations that were handed to me towards the 2 slimes on the left side to distract them. Dex roll?
I'm going to have you make a perception roll, actually, to see the thing that Huxley cared not to see.
Okay. I will roll perception then. Number is 5. Looks like a 13.
Good enough. Where Kenna is stuck, there's a particular sheen to the rocks and ground. And anywhere that you see the orange striping, if you can see the orange striping, there is also that particular sheen. So if you wanted to come out on the side here, you would also be stepping in that shit.
And it looks like Kenna is in it.
Her foot and part of her cloak are stuck in it. She's trying to yank it free, but it seems like
I'm trying to get. I'm probably like getting close to her, trying to yank her free.
I see. Well, I think I will continue ahead with basically what I've mentioned. I feel like I noticed it, but I was already in motion and didn't react.
That's fine. So when you step into it, can you make a
strength saving throw?
Let's see if it's strength or dex. I want to double check. I wrote all these down the first time, but I always second guess myself. Yeah, it's strength. Yeah.
Yep. Looking to pull myself away, I'm sure. That is an 8.
Oh God! You take 2 steps and then you realize that you are stuck. Oh, your tail feathers too.
Well.
Oh no.
No.
Oh jeez. You can still throw rations from where you are, though.
Yes, I still want to do that.
Okay. Give me that good throw roll.
Rolling. 19 plus 2 on dex is 21.
Amazing. You feed the birds. They make happy blurb 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 noises as you shift in and out of focus, make me think I'm passing out. Huxley, if you're trying to tug her free, I will require a strength check from you.
Alrighty. I'm going to do that.
You haven't stepped in it because you stopped kind of in front of her, but this is to pull her free.
Okay. My digital dice continue to betray me. I got an 8.
Oh no, boy, she is really stuck in there. Oh my gosh.
Ah!
You would have better leverage if you also stepped into the stuff.
Yeah, I'll totally get right in there. Like as Ark hesitates, but Huxley does not. He's like, yeah.
Okay.
This makes
so
sense.
We'll call that half your movement, and then for your bonus action, I'll say you can try to tug again.
Okay, all right, I'm going to use my real dice and see if they love me more. Oh my god, no. That's a 1 on the dice. And
That's a fail.
No.
Yeah.
Card.
Yep.
What do we get?
That doesn't make any sense. She's very stuck. And
Yeah.
as you yank and yank and yank, you lose your balance and land on your butt in the
Oh
stuff.
no!
And you go to stand up and
The butt's in the stuff.
Shit. Your butt is stuck.
Oh.
Oh, that's gonna your fur. That's gonna hurt.
Okay.
That's gonna leave a mark.
All right. As best I can, I will try to use my shield to defend her, and that's probably about all the trouble I can get into in one turn.
Defending her. I like that. That's really sweet.
I protect.
Okay. Then it's Ike with an 8. After you, it is the 2 slimes, but maybe they're busy. Who knows?
All right, so I'm looking at this map here, which the stream can now sort of see.
Oh, good. Thank you.
So I'm trying. I'm this
Other than
purple
bigger
bird
squares,
here.
do I need to do darker or use a different? What can I do better?
Oh, no,
The diagonal works fine.
Yeah, the diagonal works good. Diagonal means bad.
Okay.
All right, so I'm this purple bird. Green bird's stuck. Our blue deer is stuck. And so we just have a slime right up in our collective business.
Yes, this is.
Okay.
I'm glad everyone has different colors.
Yeah, no, that actually makes it super super nice. I'm gonna.
Yeah, minis can't do that. Fancy ass pewter shit. Get out of here. Slimies are where it's at, yo. Get me some squishy.
I think, I don't. Am I able to back up without incurring an opportunity attack from it?
Yes.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll back up a bit, and I'll just start. As I see Huxley's now just on his ass in the muck, clearly not having a time. So I can't deal with that yet. So I'll just go ahead and just start whipping away with arrows at this dude that's in front of us here.
Okay, bear in mind it has split in 2.
Oh, yeah, all right. Well, whichever one's closest to me.
Oh shit! On that note, I should probably. Okay.
Just tear the slime in half.
Amazing.
All right. So to hit one of the slimes, it's going to be an 18. That's probably
definitely
fine.
Yes.
And whip an arrow into it. Ooh, max damage. That's going to be a 9.
Beautiful. All right, Shifty 2 takes 9 damage. That's all I have to say.
And that's pretty much what I got. So I'm good.
Okay. Then the 2 sticky slimes have a delicious meal. Back up to the shifty slimes. Top of the round. Move my orb of minis here. Shifty slime number 1 is going. That's this pink feller. It doesn't have a face, so it really doesn't have a back. So it's going to attack Huxley, who, for all intents and purposes, is right in front of it.
All right.
But I'm sorry, I said Huxley.
Huxley? I was going to say.
It leaves.
No, Hedgehog starts with an H.
It's true.
Serious.
Serious. Thank you.
Disagree. Hold on.
Hedgehog. All right, what letter does it start with now?
It's only
Just
a
E?
10.
Hedgehog?
Hedgehog. Your AC is better than that.
It is better than that.
Yep.
Okay, so it misses, maybe because it doesn't have a face, both a blessing and a curse. The second one here, Mr. I don't know, neon green, is going to aim at the one that throws food at all of its problems. I try to solve my problems with food. It hasn't helped yet. That's a 16.
Is a hit.
Okay. So that's gonna do. That does 2 somehow force damage, because that's what type it is right now. And I need you to do a strength save, please.
Another is a 10.
Okay. The good news is you feel yourself torn free from where you're stuck. The bad news is you are grappled by a slime.
Oh,
who kind
all
of
right.
curls
I'm
you
just stuck
toward
to a different
body.
thing.
The second piece of good news is it's no longer acid, or never was. So at least you've got that going for you. And that's the end of Slime 2's turn, which means that it is now Sirius with Cobri next.
All right. I'm going to take my melee weapon attack against Pinky here.
This is your side?
Yep.
Okay.
12 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. And this is that damage, which will be 10 damage.
Damn. Okay. Nicely done.
And then punch or slap. Oops, I gotta roll the attack first. That'll be 15.
15 hits.
And that'll be 5 damage.
Okay. Good news is you've damaged it beyond the threshold where it would split again, because I cannot handle that.
Excellent.
But it's still alive, but that one is looking bad.
All right. At that point, I think that I will take my movement, take the opportunity attack, and I'm going to go over and try and get close to Hux and see if I can help him out.
That's a 9, so you scoot away scot-free.
Yep.
And on your next turn, you can join the pulling club.
Okay.
Okay, the Cobri.
I will attempt to escape the grapple, I suppose.
Okay, go ahead.
Rolling, looking like a 9.
That's not going to do it, my friend.
That's
It
not gonna
loves
do
you
it.
too much. You have no movement, but you can still do shit.
I believe, is that my action to attempt to escape? Yes, it is.
Mm.
Yeah.
And you've got no bonus actions, and you have no movement. So,
That'll do it for me.
cool beans. Do you want to say anything, or sing a song, or think about anything in particular? Last time you caught an octopus and it grabbed you just like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. All right, Huxley,
The
and
octopus
then
smelled better.
All right. Well, I need to free my butt probably before I
you
can do much.
That's going to require one heck of a save
Mm.
from this position. That's rough, and in fact, Kenna looks real sorry for you. She's like,
Yeah. All right.
Flex those
What-
glutes real hard.
Yeah. Like,
Is
like
there
what?
any kind of advantage because I'm here?
"You sure are there. Unfortunately, you don't have any actions at this point.
Okay,
you
so
can witness
Yeah.
this.
on my next
struggle.
round, I may be able to help.
Witness her, him, them."
Great. Okay.
I'm gonna pause and give a shout out to Ian, the only person who looks as pale as I do on this stream.
Sorry, my lighting is terrible. I know it.
I mean, well, that's the only the advantage and the disadvantage of having like a decent set of lights
All the
now
lights,
is that
yeah.
it's just like, well, you can see just how wide I am.
Just
Also,
don't-
everything about you, everything around you, your hair and clothes and headphones and mic are black. So,
Oh yeah, no, the contrast is not.
Jekka, just go with candle mode. It gives you so much ambiance.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
fear for your beard
very nice.
when you do
Little-
that.
It doesn't when it's such a little candle and it's in a tin. It doesn't really. It smells.
Doesn't
lovely.
overpower the lights.
No.
Okay, Huxley, are you gonna pull your ass free?
So actually, what I would like to do is try to encourage Kenna. Like, I asked Kenna to just grab onto my antlers, and I see if I can actually leverage her off of where she is stuck
I like it.
with my
Okay,
back
good.
strength.
She'll roll for that. She did decently. What do you got?
Okay, what am I rolling?
Strength, my friend.
All right,
Or
just
con,
check.
if you want to see how either strength or con to see if you can withstand the neck pain.
Let's do strength.
Yeah.
Oh, strong with.
Probably an
The
athletics check.
digital dice finally came through for me. 19.
15?
19.
19, even better. Okay. Her cloak is still stuck, but she gets her feet free, and then she just kind of shrugs out of the cloak like that. They ain't even worth it. I don't even like that one. Although she does stop and take everything out of its pockets. And then she turns to try to help you. So on the next round, you'll have so much help.
So much help. Small bird.
After
All right.
you would be Ike.
Okay.
Yep.
I wanna try and shoot and finish off the one that Sirius pounded on.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll go for Pinky there, and it's an 11.
That hits, believe it or not.
Sick. And all right, that'll be 8.
Good.
Blech.
Just splorts out of existence. Cool.
Sick.
Good job.
And
Now
that'll
it
be
is
for me.
the sticky slimes. Actually. And they leave a trail, but that shit's already marked. So, oh, God, these things actually leave like a wet feel behind. That's
That's
There's got
appropriate.
like moisture marks. Oh my God.
Oh my.
This one they have a +3. So this one's aiming at Sirius. That's a 15, which I don't think.
Nope.
Yeah, because you're a hedgehog.
A dodge
And
away.
this one is going to. Look at that, you grapple. That is only a 10. It doesn't hit you, does it?
10 does not hit, no.
Okay, good. Somehow it misses you. I guess it just hits the other slime by mistake, and for a moment their slimes intermingle and then pull apart again. They may have just had slime sex.
Yeah, I think
don't
that's
know.
how they make baby slimes. Like it's definitely
I
I did
definitely
not
not
consent to this.
Yeah.
It is now the remaining shifting slime's turn again. That's a 21. Does that hit you? My
Yeah.
friend, my grappled friend?
Yeah,
Then you
21
are
hits.
now swallowed.
Oh no.
Ah!
Oh no.
The light goes dim and kind of weird as you feel yourself slowly sucked backward into the goo of this thing.
Oh shit.
And
All right. That seems like problems.
you take 6 points of damage as you are
Oh.
enveloped by weird, nasty, gooey, not acidic, but still disgusting stuff.
Ugh.
Yeah, and that will put me down.
Oh, no. Cover.
No! So you guys see Cobra pulled in, his huge eyes go even huger as he realizes what's happening, but he just can't seem to pull himself free in time, and then his eyes kind of.
It's like this is happening fucking right next to me.
Sure is. Sirius, it's your turn over here with the pull gang.
I'm going to spend my movement to go back, and I'm going to attack the one that has enveloped Cobra.
Okay, that is the remaining shifting slime. Go ahead.
Do I take an opportunity from the one that stepped up to me?
I wish you hadn't reminded me, because, yeah. And that's a 20. Okay, this is actually super cool. Unfortunately, that's if you had hit, not them. Okay, I understand now. Got it. As you run by that one, it reaches out and slaps you, and the tentacle that it did that with, within it, it had a glass vial that it had absorbed from someone else, but it hadn't eaten through the glass yet. As it slaps you with this tentacle, it hits you with enough force that the glass vial inside its arm also shatters, and it takes 6 points of poison damage, and you take 5 points of poison damage.
Well,
Got it.
all right. That's one way to do it.
That was
Well,
sticky 2. Yeah.
Huh.
6 points brings it
So-
to that, and you take that. Okay, but other than that, you run free, and like some of your quills are like smoking. But those would now count as poison darts, except you already do that.
So if I want to use a wonder, that has to be associated with a roll, right? Like some kind of attack or something.
Wonder deals with spell effects, so they can be used kind of haphazardly without any kind of trigger. It's Sunder and Blunder that are either missed attacks or hit attacks.
All right. I would like to redeem 2k points for a wonder effect, please.
Understood. You got it.
Heal the entire party for 10 hit points. Thank you. It's great.
Wow, thanks.
You cast Fireball on your location.
Uh,
Oh no. Oh, the laughter is concerning.
Yeah. Oh, we're all dead.
The DM has doubled over.
As you're watching, Sirius. What is wrong with me? Sirius vanishes.
Oh no!
I'm going to send you
To the Shadow Realm.
What?
Good job using your points.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all going to the shadow.
Maybe it's better there.
I mean, I'm currently in the slime realm, so that'd be a step up, honestly.
okay. I will do the thing that you said, Jekka.
Yep.
Okay.
Roll the thing.
18.
Yes, that hits. Roll damage.
9.
Oh, exactly what you needed. Beautiful. Cobry. Here we go. For some odd reason, the slime that was absorbing Cobry just parts in half, just like blah, and it releases your friend, who slumps to the ground in a puddle of ooh, quickly disintegrates around, leaving just him unconscious, laying there. That was weird.
And then my melee strike.
Mhm.
I'm going to
So-
reach over to the blue one that's next to me.
Yep.
And just give him a pop.
Sure.
16.
16 hits.
5.
All the shifties are dead. That's 5 damage on sticky one. You got it. Cool. Good job. Anything else you want? That was your movement and 2 attacks. So you are actually
That was bonus
done.
and action. I'm done.
Yep. So Cobry, give me a death save.
I can do that. 20!
Woo!
I'm up!
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Welcome back to the land of the living. You blink awake and whew, you had the most terrible dream that you were absorbed by a slime, but there isn't even any slime around. That's weird. Anyway.
Huh.
Oh, and you don't see Sirius anywhere, but everyone else is around.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the land of the living. Huxley and then Ike.
Wow. Okay. All right. So my butt is still stuck to the ground, but I have helped.
Yep.
Kenna
Kenna is free.
Kenna free herself. Okay. Cool.
She's still willing to help you get to your feet, even though your other friend literally just vanished.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm looking over there, and I'm like, yeah, and I reach out to receive her help.
Okay, do a strength with advantage.
All right. Oh my God! Both die rolls a 7. Yeah, that's cool. Great. So that's a 10 total.
No, it's not. It's not going to do it. I'm
butt
sorry.
is so stuck.
It is really, really stuck. You think on your next turn you could definitely force it, but you may take damage from the result.
I have to shave you out of there.
Yeah, right. Does anybody have a razor or a really, really sharp knife?
Kenna starts going through her pockets and her vials as though she's looking for something specific, going, "Ooh, maybe. But after that, it is Ike.
Okay, so I'm trying to reconcile the fact that apparently we just traded Sirius for
For a slime.
for a slime.
Yeah.
But Cobra's out, and Cobra's breathing. All right, sick.
Oh, right. Let me flip him over. I'm okay.
I'm just trying to like parse that all for a minute, and then I'll just like, well, okay, and I'll just go and shoot
Serious save his life that Cobra may live.
I was like, worry about where the hell my other friend is in a minute, and I'll just shoot little blue guy there.
There've got to be some cards in this deck that are actually legitimately worth spending so many points on it. You guys just...
We just
Oh,
like
there-
the chaos.
These are actually really, really bad.
There are some winners in there, and there are some.
Oh my god, I just looked at one that would have been like really bad. But
Oh, yeah.
it doesn't mean no one should spend points. You should definitely continue to spend your points. What do you want to do, Mike?
I'm gonna shoot that the blue one that's still next to Cobra. And okay, that's a 16 and 5.
Can you roll a D100?
I sure can. Let's see. Yep, we'll just do it on here. It'll be faster. D100 roll. 93.
Okay, perfect.
Our second 93 on a D100.
It's pretty amazing, huh?
What are the odds?
Go ahead and roll 7.
The 1%.
Go ahead and roll your damage
5.
on sticky 1. Okay, you got it. That one's looking real rough.
That's what
Is that
I
it
got.
for you? Do you have a bonus? Okay.
Nope, not yet. Next time.
Okay, then it's the Stickies' turn. Sticky 1, it is going to the only person
Hello.
within range, unfortunately. But that's a 17.
Is a hit.
Oh no.
Back to the floor.
That actually only does a D4, these types. So
Yeah, I don't think
4.
you can roll under a 1, so...
And back under you go.
No.
Look at him jiggle around.
Okay, the way that rolls.
And then this one is going to go ahead and attack the deer that's sitting on his butt.
Ah!
And because you're on your butt. But he still only manages to squeak out an 11, which I don't
Does
think
not
is
hit.
perfect. It misses
Shield.
no matter what it tries. And it's like, what? That's weird. That's it for slime time. The shifting slimes are dead. So, Sirius, wherever you are, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to continue attacking the one that's right in front of me.
Perfect. Go for it.
16 to hit,
Beautiful. Roll your damage.
6 damage.
It's dead. It pops, and the fluid that remains quickly vanishes. It's gross. Well done.
And I keep forgetting.
Do you want to use medicine or something?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Can I medicine check to stabilize somebody?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can't do it this round, but I'm going to stay near Cobra. I'm going to step over towards Cobra.
Okay. If you have a healer's kit, you get free uses without the roll. If you don't, then you have to roll medicine and get a 10 or higher.
Let me take a look.
I don't think you do because it was an option to buy in town, and you bought something else instead.
I'm specialized in medicine, but I'm not. I don't think I have a kit, not as part of my background.
Okay.
Yep, okay. So unless I can use a bonus action to do it, I will wait until next round.
Okay. Cobra, try again, friend. Can you do
Let's
it?
try again. Another 20? 15.
15. Well, you're good anyway.
Success.
Huxley,
Can I not-
Hello.
you can
There we
either
go.
try again with advantage or take damage and get up.
Let's see. Really should be good at strength stuff, but
Ass damage.
yeah, ass damage is rough. I'm gonna try at advantage once more.
Okay, do it with advantage. You need a 13.
I could do this.
It was 15, but you wiggled a bit.
Oh, heck. Consider a modified 20.
Yeah.
Hey.
Those are the kinds of rules I should be getting. Yeah, all right.
Only a slight sensation of tearing. You're
Ugh.
on your feet.
There's a tingle. Ah.
Ooh, there's a breeze that wasn't there before.
Oh, jeez.
Moderate
The
unpleasantness.
glutes are cold. Okay, that's
Oh, they call it
all right.
resilient?
Usually you gotta
All right,
pay
that's-
extra for what you just got.
Mm. You guys
yeah,
can
that's
market this
unpleasant. All right, I
Non-wax.
nod to Kenna in a way that implies thank you, but also we will take this to the grave. And then I let's see, was that my action?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and I will again get between Kenna and the slimes and draw my sword draw my sword and my shield and get ready to fight.
Okay. Ike.
All right. So yeah, only one left is that guy. So yeah, I'll just shoot across the room, whip it away, and let's see. All right, that's 13.
That hits.
That's another 5 damage.
Does this get sneak attack? Because it's facing up with Hogs.
I'm hearing that it does.
Sure.
Add 6.
It's dead. Woo. No.
Nice.
You guys did it.
We survived.
Oh my
Hello?
god, you guys.
I don't care that we
So-
did it, but we survived.
Also, like,
Yeah.
so I'm just
Yeah,
like,
you surrounded. Oh my god, I can't thank you enough. Oh wow, I really thought that I was going to be in some serious trouble back there. Hello. What a surprise. I didn't really think anyone would be down here with me that wasn't also a scientist like I am. Thanks. Wow. Who are you and why are you here? Thanks.
I'm screaming at the top of my lungs that I want to do science and I want to be a scientist.
Do we hear it?
No.
Oh,
okay.
well, we were sent by the magistrate to retrieve you. And what is that? Oh no.
I'm just like
Oh.
feeling around
Okay.
the room where I last saw Sirius. Just hands out. Just
Roll a D100.
all right. See if we get another 93. Let's see. No, 11.
You feel something very sharp. Sirius, roll a D6.
D6. 3.
What kind of damage do your poison quills do?
So currently they would be doing piercing with the poison thing is more of a future proofing type of thing. They should just be piercing damage right now.
And how much? It darts, right? So it's what, 1d4?
Essentially darts, yeah, 1d4.
Okay, I'd take 1 damage.
Okay. Son of a bitch, Blurple. I found him. Blurple. And I'm just gonna
You
like
found him, okay.
grab the bit that just I got poked by.
Okay. So you have found your friend. He's definitely there, but you can't see him and you can't hear anything. Sirius, you can interact with the world just fine, just that no one can see or hear you for the amount of time that I said. And here we are in this cavern. The map doesn't matter anymore, so I'm going to throw it away because it's got stuff on it. But here in this victory is where we're going to leave off tonight because it's after 10 o'clock.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Past my
Sweet.
bedtime.
Can I presume that I get stabilized? Question mark.
It's an excellent question, isn't it?
I would have spent my next turn using a medicine kit to stabilize, yeah.
I figured,
Alright,
yeah.
perfect.
Go ahead and roll that. Because you're not gonna die off screen. That's stupid. Like, oh, by the way, while we were gone for 2 weeks, you failed 2 death saves.
14.
Perfect. You're up. You've got 1 hit point. You feel like shit. You don't know who healed you. It must have been a ghost.
Yeah, I just kind of imagine.
Ooh.
I mean, it happened just a minute ago.
I'm grabbing onto this quill. I'm feeling, and it just moves a bit, and then
You
goes
could tie
towards
a ribbon on
Kufri.
it, and then you could see where the ribbon is.
I'm just like,
Put a bell on him.
wait. Yeah. You know what? I have a bell. Burglar's kit, baby.
All right, you tie a bell on your invisible mute friend.
Yep. So it's just a bell just floating.
Just hanging, yeah. And Kenna offers Sirius her notepad and a piece of charcoal in case he wants to try to communicate that way. But other than that, we will stop there, and then we'll take up on this in our next session.
Nice.
All right.
Good work, everybody.
Good work, everybody.
That was a very fun session.
Yeah.
There were ups
Yay.
and downs.
It
I'm
was
not
really
adventuring, I'm just-
busy. The
I'm
slime
Steve
cave was
Irwining
very
it.
fun.
I go, I meet the wildlife, I feed the wildlife, everything's great.
Occasionally get
Become the
bit by the
wildlife.
wildlife.
I
What
was
you
hoping someone would get absorbed.
Do not recommend.
All right, awesome. Thanks everyone for joining us here for Humblewood Session 3, Slime Time. And we hope we see you again, whether you've joined us live, which I don't think you did, what gives, or watching us later on YouTube or Twitch on demand. If that's a thing, I don't know. But yeah, come again next week or 2 weeks from now, I think is what we've been doing. 2 weeks from now would be the 25th. Is that sound
25th.
right?
Yep.
25. Perfect. Same bat time, same bat channel, except not bats. Cure adorable woodland folk.
Same slime time, same slime channel.
Same slime time, same slime channel. The slannel.
Flannel.
flannel.
Well, on that, Serple. Good night.
Good
Blurple.
night.
Good night.
Ian, do you have closing announcements?
I just thought of that. Like, don't forget to join us later this week for
No. Well,
Whatever the heck we're up to.
yeah, this week we have no further scheduled stuff for this week. I might hop on play video games or something at some point, like they do on
Slime
Twitch.
journal.
Oh my god.
But yeah, our next scheduled stream is the Hellscape Navigators game on Monday. Do come and
Hell
enjoy
yeah.
that. And then
Where
next
they
week,
solve more puzzles after long deliberation.
we got stumped. And then next week, because we're not playing this game, we'll in fact be doing a very special live and in-person 5-hit list on Thursday next week, where we will be ranking all 27 of the Marvel movies. And that'll be a blast. So do come and join us for those things. But yeah, until then.
Until then, everyone.
Have a good night. Shop at gemhammer.com. And have a good night.